Hey, welcome back to another TTM video, and as I'm fond of saying, TTM is just an abbreviation for through the mail. TTM, through the mail. And we seek autographs, obviously, through the mail to our favorite athletes and celebrities. Mail them a letter, mail them a card, and a self-addressed stamped envelope, and oftentimes you'll get returns. And when we do, we come straight to YouTube, let everybody know about it so they can send off to their favorite athlete if they're so inclined. Without further ado, I think we have 4 returns today. The first one is a rarity. It's a golfer. And that is returning 1 of 1. 80-year-old golfer on the PGA Tour, regarded as one of the greatest golfers in history, really. And that is Trevino. And that is an awfully thin card there from the Pro Set back in 1990. Prototype, it says, for preview only. Trevino signed that in black Sharpie. Looks pretty good there. In 2000, Golf Digest ranked him as number 14 golfer in history. He won 6 majors, 29 PGA Tour events, and nicknamed the Merry Mex because he was born into a family of Mexican ancestry, but he was actually born in the USA in Dallas, Texas. Elected to the World Golf Hall of Fame in 1981. Got that back in 45 days, no fee, from golfer extraordinaire, one of the greatest of all time, Trevino. Since we're staying with the theme of Mexican Americans, the next return is from a Mexican American, Anthony Munoz. Anthony is 61 years old now, former offensive tackle for 14 seasons from 1980 to 1993 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Not only was he one of the best offensive linemen of all time, he's really one of the best football players of all time. And in fact, he was named number 17 by the Sporting News when the Sporting News ranked its top 100 players of all time, the highest ranked offensive lineman on the list. He came out of USC. He was a 3rd overall pick in 1980. Had some injuries in college. And he was wondering if he'd be durable enough to play in the NFL, and he ended up playing. I think he only missed 3 games his entire 14-year career. But he was such a good athlete, he actually played baseball and pitched on USC's national championship season in 1978. Appeared in 2 Super Bowls, although the Bengals lost both times to the San Francisco 49ers. But he appeared in 2, and he was named to the NFL's 75th anniversary all-time team, and of course inducted into the Hall of Fame. That year was 1998. I got that back in 8 days, and there is a $5 fee for one of the greatest football players of all time, Anthony Munoz. Third up is kind of neat. I sent 1, I got 2. Sent that as a backing, and he signed that. Timmy Smith, number 36. Super Bowl Superman card, Pro Set, 1990 set as well. But Timmy Smith is known basically for what he did in 1 game. And it's difficult to imagine another athlete being known for 1 event and little else. Maybe Buster Douglas. When Buster Douglas upset heavyweight champ Mike Tyson, and then really didn't do anything very much after that. Well, Timmy Smith has an interesting story. In 1987, the Redskins had, at running back, former Heisman Trophy winner George Rogers, and then a Heisman contender, Kelvin Bryant from North Carolina, was also on the Redskins that year. And they drafted Timmy Smith in the 5th round out of Texas Tech. He didn't have much of a college career. He was injured for much of his career. He was not well known. And he didn't really get a shot in his rookie year until the playoffs. Rodgers hurt his knee, and I think Kelvin Bryant was in, but he was ineffective, so they put him in. He ran for 60 or 70 yards in the quarterfinals, the playoff games. And then Super Bowl 22 rolls around, and Joe Gibbs decides he's going to start Timmy Smith. But he didn't tell anyone because he wanted to shield Timmy Smith, the rookie, from the Super Bowl press. He told Doug Williams, his starting quarterback, and a couple of his assistant coaches, but he didn't tell Timmy Smith until pregame, "Hey, buddy, you're going to start in the Super Bowl." So all he did was go out and rush for 204 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Redskins won 42-10 over the Broncos. And that was a Super Bowl rushing record at the time, of course. So, overnight he was an instant sensation. But he didn't have much of a career after that. He was injured and got in some trouble. So, and that was about it for Timmy Smith. But he signed 2 of 1, including signing the backer. I got that back in 18 days, and there's no fee for Timmy Smith. Fourth and final return is 73-year-old former safety for the Miami Dolphins. 2 photographs. Beautiful blue Sharpie. To Michael. Best wishes on the 5x7, Dick Anderson. To Michael on the 4x6, Dick Anderson. Played for 10 seasons in the NFL, all for the Dolphins, from 68 to 77. He was a consensus All-American at the University of Colorado. I got this card here too, the Super Bowl Superman card. Got that back. Great player in the pros as well. He's another one of these borderline should be in the Hall of Fame. But as I said before, there is a backlog of great players, especially the old-timers in the NFL, and guys who just got skipped over because there was such a backlog, and then now they've kind of been forgotten. I do think Dick Anderson will be elected to the Hall of Fame at some point. I've said that about a few of the guys that I've gotten autograph requests back through the mail, but I sincerely believe that. Next year, in order to help remedy the situation, the NFL is celebrating its anniversary season by they're going to elect 20 for 2020. 20 players, including 10 veterans. So that's Dick Anderson has a 50% chance of being in this class of 2020. He's a veteran pre-1994 is how they're going to classify those guys. 2 contributors, I think, and 5 newer players, and then 3 owners or coaches. So he was elected to the College Football Hall of Fame in 2003. He was a 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl 7 and 8. And, of course, he was a starter on that undefeated Dolphins team in 1972. He was the NFL Defensive Player of the Year in 1973 as a safety. You don't see that very often at all. And he was on the 1970s NFL All-Decade team. So very deserving. If he gets in the Hall of Fame next year, it'll be a long time coming, but much deserved for Dick Anderson. That's it, guys. Those are the 4 returns today. Golfing Hall of Famer Lee Trevino. Football Hall of Famer and one of the greatest players of all time, Anthony Munoz. Super Bowl sensation and one-game wonder, Timmy Smith. And then all-time great safety, Dick Anderson. Guys, that's it for now. If you like what you see, click that thumbs up button. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Who's your favorite of these 4? Then, of course, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and then that notification bell so you'll be notified of all my future videos. And to all my subscribers, if you've already subscribed, I thank you so much. I appreciate you very much, and I couldn't do it without you. So for now, guys, that's it. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.